battery low.
Hey, Clarence, how you doing? I was trying to wait for some folks to come inside. Actually, I was writing down some stuff, y'all. I was still out here working. I got about done, but I ain't make it back to the house yet. How's it going? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Y'all hear me humming? What goes around comes back around. Oh, it feels good to do a live. I haven't done a live in so long, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. We all know who Clarence is. He is Shayla's number one fan. Anthony and Shayla is getting back together. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Everybody, go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know if you're a female or if you're a male. If you're male, put a one. If you're a female, put a two. Welcome back in more ways than one. You hear me? Welcome back. Our boy Anthony is in trouble, y'all. He's in trouble. There's gonna be trouble in paradise. Somebody said to me on the live, not live. Somebody said to me on my video today, "Why are we making Shayla into a queen?" Love, I am not making Shayla into a queen. The writers are making Shayla into a queen. I'm just telling it like it is, okay? It ain't me. But we must. All right, hey Michelle, how you doing? Okay, so right now y'all looking at what's in front of me because I'm actually parked. I'm by the beach. I'm parked. Um, yeah, Anthony got some problems. You hear me? Mr. I called him a duck inside my comment. A friend of mine a long time ago, he used to say men that just be doing anything ain't but a duck. But he would say something else afterwards. But I'm just leaving the clean version. Say he's a duck, man. He done fell in love with Shayla. Amon done fell in love. Y'all think I thought he was gonna be playing her. He done fell in love, in love. That is good, Michelle. Good, good, good. I'm gonna flip this thing back around in a second. I wanted to do this live. I don't know how long it's gonna be though tonight, but we here to talk about Shayla, Amon, Anthony, our girl Amber. It ain't no longer a trio. I don't know why that man's so evil. I do not know. At one point, I thought he was. I don't know. I sort of felt like he was like battling within himself a little bit. When it came to him. But now I don't know. I mean, the last we saw of Anthony, him and Amber was about to get it on in the kitchen. Like I said, I thought he was about to go to his old ways. It was about to be the old Anthony. We all know what he used to do. But he gonna lose his skits. You hear me? When he find out that Shayla and Amon call themselves being an item, I don't think this is gonna go over too kosher. That's why they did that thing with Chad originally, and then it blew over with Chad because when it comes to Amon, being that a lot of people know who he is, and I don't. Some people saying he was broke. That man is not broke, okay? Not by a long shot. I know he tried to sue Tiana Taylor for for support. I think because at some point she was making more than he was. So at the divorce, just like her, I mean, anybody can do it, man or woman, whoever makes the most, if depending on y'all circumstances, they can file for spousal support and or child support if there's a child involved. So it sucks, women. It sucks. But if you're around here making more than your man and y'all get a divorce, your money he entitled to have. If he fat, he gets got to ask for it. See, a lot of men don't ask for that, but apparently, homeboy, he ain't got no problems with it. So he is not broke by a long shot. Don't get it twisted. That man is not broke. Um, in fact, let's go ahead and clear some things up. Let's go ahead and clear some things up real quick. In fact, when they went to their dinner date, him, Wayne, Delicia, and Shayla, god darn, I can't miss the main event. Shayla went on their dinner date. Our mom was the one who paid for the dinner for everybody. So that man ain't broke. And it was Nala's, and from what we hear, Nala's is a very nice, expensive restaurant. Good evening. My name is Grace. All I see, Shayla mom almost passed out. She wanted DNA, but Miss Angelina changed it. I'm telling y'all, they are trying to get y'all for the okie doke. They playing into what y'all are saying on these comments. That woman did not change the test results. She did not. And yes, Clarence, Anthony is Kai's father. You hear me? Now y'all know I watch more than just I watch other people's commentary when it comes to Country Wayne because I want to give my support to everybody as much as people as I can. So I do watch Dante's review, the Carolites. Okay, I watch him. Everybody know I watch O'Neal. O'Neal. He be tripping me out how he be talking to himself in the third person though. But I watch O'Neal as well as Vaughn Voices. I started watching her. I like her commentaries as well. Uh, and everybody is on the same wavelength. Everybody is thinking that Kai is not Anthony's child. Only because Miss Dramatic almost passed out and then she was holding that baby ears as if he couldn't understand what was going on. That boy didn't understand what was going on. But she was just being dramatic. She was being who she is, Miss Dramatic. And she was playing the role for y'all. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I honestly do not think that Angelina messed with that test. I don't think so. Because matter of fact, when she was talking to Shayla, she was saying, I know y'all gonna say she was trying to cover it up, but that's not what she was doing. When she was talking to Shayla, she told Shayla again, no, there's no need to worry. If you want to play these games, I see where we're gonna go. Then we gotta think for the long game, for the long term. That's where I think her whole plan for his business, because everybody seems to think Anthony Karma will be that he done bonded with Kai and his heart's gonna get ripped out because of his heir. Like Dante Reviews was saying, he lost his son, that Amber was carrying because he stressed her out running around with Shayla. Now, on that note, I will say that part would be a karma, but outside of that, there is no karma in Kai not being Anthony's, because he will be free to go on and do what he wants to do. But here's my stance when it comes to Dante's point about he's going to be torn up inside when it comes to losing his own son. He knew that was his son when she lost the baby. And It didn't do anything to him. He was not affected. Not the way Amber was affected. That man could care less. He was relieved almost that he didn't have to worry about two kids because he was focusing on Shayla. Because really, he did not. I really honestly don't feel like he really want to be with Amber. I think he's just there again. Trust the process. That man is trying to make sure his money don't run out the door with Amber. That's what I'm thinking with him. Right, Clarence, I know you think Anthony is going to leave Amber. She did have a panic attack. Shayla does not know her mom did it. No, I know she don't know. If y'all theory is true, if she changed the test, Shayla has no clue to this. Shayla thinks that this is her child. So ain't no doubt in Shayla's mind that Anthony is the father. If 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 that's what happened, but that is to me, I just think that's not even first the issue here. I think they're playing the viewers on an emotional roller coaster because they're in the comments, y'all. They're in our comments. They are in other commentaries lives. They don't reference stuff I done said on my commentary inside their skits. Like, they're watching us, so they know what we're saying. Okay, they're well aware of the commentaries that are out there and are getting tractions to their videos about their shows. So they're playing off of that, but their narrative has never changed. Uh, okay, now we gotta be nice now. Grace didn't sound dumb. I think she was asking an honest question because look here, all that she was being dramatic, but all that. uh, all that was just being dramaed out because she knows everybody's waiting for her reaction. Why would they give you? Think about this, y'all. Why would they give you what the test results is before they actually take the test results based off of Angelina's actions? Because if Angelina shows that, there's no need for the DNA test. But they're playing, y'all. They playing just like they twist all these stories up. They twisting this up to get you, got you, keep you there watching, to keep y'all hooked, and they got y'all hook, line, and sinker, baby. But that's because they just want it to be that. Everybody wanted to be that. Everybody want Anthony not to be the father, and that's because y'all hate Shayla and y'all want Taylor to suffer deep down inside. Y'all ain't worried about Anthony's karma. Y'all hate Shayla and y'all want Shayla to suffer because that would truly hurt Shayla because her mom would have done something. She don't have a clue to what her mom has done. She would have lost Anthony. Everybody be looking at her like the slut of the 304 of Atlanta Joe. Okay. Um but that's what they want y'all to think. They're not setting her. That's not gonna be Kayla's. That's not gonna be Shayla's karma. That is not going to be Shayla's karma whatsoever. Shayla's karma is going to be Armand. I honestly feel it's going to be Armand, but not in the way we're thinking. Like, people are thinking he just gonna hit it and quit it and he gonna leave. No, I honestly think he likes her for the skits. I think he like her. If this was outside of skits, like I said in my video, he full of skits because he is gaslighting her big time in reality. But on this show, I honestly think he liked him some Shayla, especially after sleeping with her. He hooked. Shayla had all these men like this, from Anthony to Mike. Mike was down there crying when she broke up with him. Mike didn't break up with Shayla. She broke up with Mike. Mike did not want to. Matter of fact, Shayla is the reason Mike became Maybach Mike because his heart was broke. That man wanted to stay with that woman. So Shayla putting out something that ain't no other female that done been with done put out because she got jokers acting stupid. You hear me? And now Amon he done joined the Shayla crew. I hate to say that. But he done joined the Shayla crew. And baby, he like this. Just like the rest of them. He like this. Uh, and he want him some Shayla. Matter of factly, that's why he said, I hope you putting down what I'm saying. He basically telling her, you mine. I'm yours. Ain't nobody finna go get this. He said, so whatever you got going on now, I'm gonna help you take care of that. I'm gonna help you take care of that. Because what he basically telling her is he ain't gonna let Anthony get in the way with what Shayla just got put on him, because that's his woman. Now whether or not he wanna ring her, because he was trying to make her think he won't marry her, whether or not he's gonna ring her or not, he gonna be with her, and he don't want Anthony sliding in. In fact, he probably was lingering around just a little bit this morning, just in case Anthony did pop up, so he can make his presence known. Whatever Shayla doing, and that's her mama done cast a spell over her body that any man that hook up with her is going to fall head over heels over this woman. Whoever she gets with, that girl. One thing about it, she got a track record. Whoever she gets with and she sleep with, they like this. From Mike to Anthony to Arby, and now I'm on. You're right. I honestly feel that theater is going to be Anthony's karma. That's where they're going to get Anthony. You can only get a man like Anthony through his money. Big. I ain't talking about this chump change that he be shooting out 1,000, 10,000. That is chump change to that man. That's not chump change to us. That's a lot of money to us. But that is chump change to him. Okay? So he don't care about that. But if you attack his businesses, his house, or whatever, and I honestly feel Angelina and Brody is the owners that done bought it. I don't think Brody realized that. Because on a recent skit, Angelina was talking to Brody when they had gotten into that argument when they was outside, and she was saying how she was there and she was helping him build everything. And she was talking about, she even said the millions that they had made. She helped Brody get that. And I think that was why she was trying to get back at Brody by trying to wipe him out, sort of, took the money to purchase something that he don't have the physical money, but when the business started doing good, he can get it. But I think where she was heading at was she's going to turn that over to Shayla. So it's not going to be hers nor Brody's. It's going to be Shayla, but she used Brody's money to make it happen. Just like Brody's using his money now to buy rent Pam that house. They both doing some crazy stuff. Anthony get back with Shayla. Really and truly, at this, they really deserve each other. They're each other's karma. They're gonna get on each other's nerves so bad that they're gonna wreck each other's nerves. And I think that's how, if they let them be together, it'll rip them apart. Versus keeping them apart, because then they'll have tension with them. But the way the skit's going now with Amon being in the picture, I just don't. I see Anthony trying to woe her back over because of Amon, but I don't see Shayla, because Shayla is digging Amon. I don't see Shayla going back to him right now, unless Amon breaks Shayla's heart and then she run back in. That's the only way that's gonna happen. Because right now Shayla is feeling Amon. Happy Friday to you too, Dion. Happy Friday to you and everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. Right. Um, I'm not. I'm just, like I said. I'm just looking at the skits for the way it is. I'm not ashamed. I don't condone her cheating with a married man. I do not. I don't condone some of the stuff that she does. But I'm just telling the skits the way I see the skits. I'm not gonna bash her because people can make mistakes and you like gotta give them a chance. I'm not gonna sit here and bash her because she's in a relationship and I want her to get hurt the way she hurt. And I'm not the type of person. Okay. So no, I can't do that. I can only tell y'all what I see. And I'm gonna tell it from both sides and kind of formulate what I think how the skits is going to go. But so far, I have not been wrong yet. So yeah, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right? The storyline is about to have Anthony blanking and trying to compete with. Right. That's exactly. That's why I saw that song today. That's why I said for the glory of love, because that's how. Amon had Shayla got some kind of spell. Y'all know how they had did a spell on Rapunzel and all that. So there's some type of magical something going on. I don't believe in that, but for the skits, I will. Something is over her, because them men are mesmerized by this woman. Miss SkitLanta, what if Anthony buys Shayla a house? His poet. If that man buys Shayla a house at this point, Amber gonna off both of them. Y'all see how, I don't know if y'all watch the other storyline, how Sarah is plotting DC and V's demise to take them out of here for life. That's how Amber gonna be with Shayla and Anthony if he buy that woman the house. Oh my God. Amber is gonna snap. Y'all ever seen this show Snap? She gonna snap, and they all gonna be in trouble. Um, Shayla has the golden tooth. Right, my God, when she did this move right here, I said Miss Tootie about it. Yeah, that's it. She done did the May special, baby. That baby. That's all. That's all it took. I'm like, oh my God, she pulling the maid. It's yours. It's yours. She don't pull the maid thing she did with Anthony, baby, when she went to the couch when he was trying to let her go, and she was like, "It's yours." Take it, and he couldn't resist. That's why I say I don't believe in spells. I don't believe in stuff like that. But for this skit, I'm starting to believe there is something on this girl that got all these guys. They love her. They absolutely love her. Even like Wayne is sort of mesmerized, not to the point where I think he'll mess with her, but he's mesmerized by her. Every time she look back at it, it's a wrap. Right, that's it. It's like, who's I? Like that, like they said, I'm gonna snatch your soul. She's snatching all their souls because they are hooked. Mike shedded tears. Maybach Mike shedded tears over Shayla because he was in love with her. Her milkshake bring all the boys to the yards, right? And they're like, it's better than your. Uh, the men love her. Remember when Wayne had to run out? Right, because that's what I said. He's mesmerized by her. I honestly, because of his morals to his family, I do not think Wayne will ever step outside and mess with Shayla. But there's something about her that even when it came to Wayne, you're right, he had to get up out of there because it was something on her that he wanted. And so when a lot of people was tripping when Amon said it was something, she was like, oh, you're just saying it now. He said, no, I said that from the beginning when I first saw you. He was like, it's something about your energy. That's why I said I don't believe in the magic crap, but for the skits, I will. Okay. Something is over that girl. She got them. They better just step away. Step away. Step away. The force is with her and her, whatever y'all want to call it, the tooted and booted or whatever her privates. The spell is all over that. They better run. They better run because if she do this move, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And when she look at him, when she look back, and it's over. It's over. Oh Lord. Man, I love your commentary because you follow the right in and out. Right, thank you. Sometimes, like, hold on, I have to say this. I used to do the commentaries back last year. I initially started this in December, doing country running commentary. That's why my name is SkitLanta, because it used to be Tamira's Life Journey, because that's my name, Tamira, y'all, if y'all don't know me. And I dedicated my channel because he helped, doing commentaries helped me to grow my channel. So I changed my name in dedication to Wayne after I had wrote him an email, SkitLanta Commentary. So that's where the whole name come from. And it was something that I used to say that a lot of people had started picking up. They were saying Skit and Lana, and I started putting it together, SkitLanta, SkitLanta. So that's where the name comes from. I know now a lot of people be saying SkitLand. And I don't know if that's because they're not trying to say my name now that they see it's out there. But that's where that came from. But when I started doing them, I had to back away from this thing because you're talking about emotions. Man, it was triggering all kind of emotions. I had to let it go because my mind was kind of thinking kind of crazy. And that lets you know that although we trip because they're doing stuff we don't like, there are some good writers in there. There really is. A lot of people be talking, this is elementary writing. Nuh-uh. The way they got people emotionally attached to this is stronger than any soap opera I've ever seen. This is the real deal. Someone said that they think Wayne is going to actually go on mainstream TV as a soap opera, and I can I can concur to that. I think this is where they're going at. He's good. He got us. We are hooked. We can get pissed off. We can get mad. I'm done with this. I ain't never gonna watch. I be cracking up laughing when people tell me I am done. I ain't watching this no more. This my last time watching, and then they go comment back because we are stuck, y'all. We stuck in this mess. Now I went through that during the Amber and Wayne affair. Remind me of my right. If you go back last year when I had did that, because that's how my channel blew up. I was the first person that put out that commentary when it all came out. Everybody was like, that's not true, it ain't happening. I was like, yes it is. Go watch, go watch, go watch. And then I made this, which they end up copyright claiming me. I didn't get a copyright strike, but I got a copyright claim on it. That's the one that got like 20,000 and something views. I mean, and it really blew up my channel. That was the first one. And I was telling everybody to go watch it. Man, this stuff will have you in your feelings. You hear me? And if people get so, that's why I mean, I know I'm a little harsh when I talk, especially when you get me on my sarcastic side. I got a bad, really, really bad sarcastic side of me. And so when people come at me in my comments, I be trying not to go hard, but it's because we're so emotionally attached to this mess that I be like, and people's feelings be in this. People's feelings be in it. And so some people be like, don't come for me, SkitLanta. Don't come for me. I ain't gonna come. I try to hold back from doing it, y'all, but it's too emotional. It's too good. We too locked in. We are locked in, y'all. Art imitates real life experiences. Exactly, Angela. Exactly. I'm about to call you Angela. She said, don't be calling me Woody Woodpecker. The Rooster Nation. Man, that darn O'Neal. Y'all don't know how I be cracking up so hard. He is funny. He is really, really funny. I certainly think they are headed to the big screen, especially since he is retiring. Right. I do too, and I hope he does. I will definitely support him in that. Also, we have to remember the type of acting that they do. We pick up on the emotions of the acting improv. Exactly. I love it. Can you massage your hair? You want me to massage my hair? It's mine. All of it's mine. See my scalp? It's mine. uh, but how you doing, Nathaniel? I went. I'm going back to read some of y'all comments. Y'all, I miss talking to y'all on this live. I got the setup. Okay, so at the house, my signal, I've never been in a place where it literally kills my signal. I'm not too far from the airport. So, I think maybe that got to do something with it. Might be in a drop zone or something like that. But whenever I get in the house, I have to literally hold my phone. I was uploading videos. I had to delete. I hate deleting videos. I literally had to delete like 5-6 videos because it held up my thing for that week where I said kept making posts like I'm trying to post, but it would not upload because my signal, it literally killed my phone. I'm like, somebody got something in this area that is killing my freaking phone. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get that fixed. So I think I'll have to go pick up a box or something from my because we with T-Mobile, so because I just did the switch. I was with Cricket, but now I'm with T-Mobile. Um, I've never had that happen anywhere. It literally will have like full bars and be nothing, and it be stuck like that until I leave the house. Also, we have to remember the type of O'Neal is hilarious. Yes, he is. He is. And what's up with him with the poom poom? I mean, I'm like, darn, O'Neal, are you stuck on the poom poom? I mean, like, God, darn. I love the singing. I love the guitar playing, y'all. My real dad, he plays the guitar. I love when he plays the guitar. You hear me? Um, cause I like his accent. At one point, I said, he got to be a man scorn or something, the way he be going in there, Shayla. But then when he was saying he was married, I was like, well, he got a wife, so I mean, unless he just doing this for the commentary, like, something, I don't know. But he funny, and I like how he talked to himself in the third person. O'Neal, if O'Neal is wrong, drop a five, put a five. O'Neal is wrong. Like, O'Neal, stop talking to yourself in the third person. Man, I be cracking up laughing. One night, I darn near rolled on the off the bed on the floor laughing at the joker. Uh, yeah, but a lot is coming to the channel. I'm trying to figure out how to work all this in because I am back to working now. So like I get up early in the morning, I'm out working, and that's why I'm still in the car now. I had to pull over because I said I was gonna do the live at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my god, I had just did a drop, and I'm like, I gotta hurry up, I gotta pull over somewhere and do this live because I don't want to disappoint. I said I was gonna do it, and I hadn't made it back to the house, but I wasn't sure whether or not it was even gonna be able to pick up when I'm at the house. Um, but I'm gonna try. I think tonight when I go home, I'm come on live just to see if it'll connect because mm, um I certainly think they're heading to the big screen. I love your theory on Angelina. Nobody has figured it out like you saying. Like I said, it's the theory that I'm thinking, and I'm just doing it based off of what I'm seeing. Um, I don't know. I'm still stuck on what I said. I still believe, and thank you for that comment. I still believe Angelina is tied to that theater. I 100. I hate to say it's 1,000 because there is no 1,000%, but I 100% think it's the Brodies. I don't think because Angelina is so conniving. I don't think Brody knows. I don't think he knows. Yeah, I don't think he knows. I think she used his money, and someone said, well, the timeline don't add up. Yes, it does. It lines exactly up because when Anthony, right before Anthony went to go meet with matter of fact, it was the same day, but she came out first with her and Shayla. Then Anthony came out with him and Ben. And that's why I was like, are they talking about the same thing? Because Angelina was like, Shayla came in there to talk to her, and she was trying to hear her leave out the house. She had her little briefcase with her. And she was like, I'm getting ready to go set up a major deal. And so Shayla was like, she needed to talk to her. That same day, Anthony met with Ben, and Ben told Anthony that he knew somebody that was looking for something exactly like what he was saying. So it was real coinkadinkle on the same day they talking about major deals. Then he was like, but he had to do something for the wife, like the wife had this thing, and he had to do something for the wife. And so I'm thinking that's what it is. Brody doesn't know what's going on. Angelina told him that Brody was looking for an amphitheater because she found out that Anthony owned the amphitheater, because she was trying to figure out a way, because she was working on the plan prior to all that happening. She was trying to figure out a way how to work Shayla um into Anthony's funding, because that was the best way she could get back at Anthony, or sort of, that's why I call it like her insurance policy. It all lined up perfectly, to be exact. And the fact that they never mentioned who the owner was, even when they signed their contract, the owner name was never mentioned. Um, I could I could be them or Anthony's father, because he was referred to his dad being broke. Or that's true. It could be Anthony's father. I did not think about that. It could definitely be Anthony's father, because they talk a lot about his dad, but we never really met his dad. But he knows who his dad is. So, but the thing about Anthony's dad that is kind of, I'm like, was he a not a good father, or was he just working all the time? Because even when Anthony's talking about his dad, he only talks about his dad just not being around. But then when he was talking with Amber and Shayla, he kept saying how his dad just worked a lot. That's not necessarily mean he was a deadbeat. It just means he was trying to provide for you. I mean, in a kid's eye, though, it probably seemed like he just wasn't around, but he was literally just providing for you. So, Dion, it could very well be his real father and his real father's new wife, or whoever she is. But for some reason, I cannot shake the feeling it's Angelina and Brody. She always said she has, right. She keep talking about a plan. She done said she had a plan, and then remember when I'm thinking what she was talking about when Amber called herself coming up there, look, getting ready to cuss Anthony out when he was all up in Shayla's face, and she was like, "Don't worry, I got a plan. Be nice, be nice." I was thinking she was gonna get that Ring camera and try to take it to court and say that Amber was aggressive and she didn't want Amber around Kai. That's what I was thinking. But so since that never really came out, which it could be in her part of her long game theory or whatever or plan or whatever she got, she keeps talking about a plan, but we ain't seen no plans yet. So furthermore, it makes me think this is Angelina and Brody, who is the amphitheater owners. Like something is, it's like everybody, it's because they keep throwing so much stuff, people are forgetting. And that's part of the problem as to why everybody's so confused about Kai, because they're taking so long to bring everything to the forefront that they're forgetting and they're mixing stuff up. And maybe that's what the writers want to happen. Maybe that's what they want to do so they can play on y'all based off of whatever we're saying in the comments. um you're spot on, Anthony. Anthony mentioned he wanted to visit his father. I definitely think his father is about to come into play. I thought the same thing about the Ring camera. Angelina is super smart and calculating. Exactly. She's a very, now talk about business savvy. If it wasn't for Angelina, Brody would not have nothing that he has. It's because of Angelina that she has it. She done said it, and he done said it. So, and even off camera when they was on, Brody and Angelina was on Deontay's live one time, he even said it then. She is very calculated. She is very smart. So the fact that we have not seen any of her plans come out, that's going to, I'm telling y'all, that is going to be Anthony's karma. Angelina is Anthony's karma. That's why Angelina is facing so much karma her darn self when it comes to her husband, because what she had her daughter to do. And it's like everybody keep forgetting that. Like what made Angelina be the way Angelina is? It's like they're trying to blow over the fact, oh, so what, Brody cheated, but look at how she is. But what about maybe he's the reason she's the way she is? Maybe she started putting hands on that joker after she got tired of him cheating on her so much. Have anybody thought about that? The woman is probably the way she is because of Brody and his cheating. Like y'all only looking at the here and now. You ain't looking at the other stuff. You ain't looking at all the stuff that led up to the here and now. And then they just get locked and loaded on now versus really putting some deep thought into it. And then what really get me is they be like, oh, it's just a skit. Yeah, you thinking too hard on it. It's just a skit. But you're thinking even harder because you're making up stuff that ain't even first there. I'm just literally speaking on what's happening. Um, Anthony loves money and Angelina knows to hit him in the big pot. Right, right. Anthony is a younger version of Brody. That's all it is. That's why she knows him so well. Because whatever Brody had going on back in the day, it reminds Angelina when Anthony is doing it. So in a sense, like people would be like, how can she be saying all this stuff about Shayla, but then on the flip side, she want this to happen with her husband? Well, this is what she want, but this is not what this woman has been getting. From day one, this man has been cheating on Angelina. Everybody keep thinking that Shayla ain't Brody's. I don't think so. I think Shayla is Brody's. What I don't think is Shayla is Angelina's. For some reason, I cannot shake the feeling. I do not think that's her real child. I think Zash is her real child, and it's sort of like, I think it's twisted. I think for some reason I think Shayla is Brody's child from an affair that they took into their home. Y'all know how everybody keeps saying that Amber and Anthony need to get Kai and raise him up in his home. I think that's what Angelina and Brody did with Shayla. And she's putting all this, She's making Shayla to be the side chick because really her mama was the side chick to her husband, and that's why she's influencing her to do all this wrong stuff. That's what I think when it comes down to Angelina, because the way she acts, like, and she's upset with Zash because that's her sister, and her sister is pissed off how her mama is doing to her sister, because regardless of the fact, that's still her sister, you know. So right, Brody is a lemon pepper stepper. You got it right. And I think they're just not looking at the bigger picture. They just looking at the right now. And that's what make it so funny when I be looking at other people's commentary, because they try to backtrack and make it seem like that's what they were saying the whole time. Nah, that's not what you're saying. Stick to what you were saying, because that's not what you not now that the truth done came out. Remember the skit with her and Patty and the prophecies? Yeah, I remember that skit. I remember, and she was talking about her past and how what happened in about her mom and stuff like that. Yeah, Miss SkitLanta Anthony needs to change. He do. He really does. Um, People also forget that she is a product of adultery, and she is super protective of Kai. Exactly, because she said her father let her mom and went back to the wife. She said her father left his mom, her mom left his mom and went back to the wife. That's really why she is super invested. Who are we talking about? She is a product of adultery. You talking about Shayla's a product of adultery? That's what I believe. I honestly believe that Shayla is Brody's child, but Shayla isn't Angelina's child. And whatever happened in New Orleans is how they end up getting Shayla. And what I really think, and I know people keep saying Hollywood got a son. Yes, Hollywood got a son. But remember when her and Mike was sitting down talking about the baby, and Hollywood, and I think this is how they finna merge the two storylines together. Remember how Hollywood was saying she understood because she lost a child too? She was not talking about her son in jail. She was saying she lost a pregnancy or a baby. I don't know if she lost it through miscarriage or she lost it through having to give her child to somebody else. And I'm thinking Shayla is Hollywood's daughter, that she went, that somehow her and Brody done had an affair and produced Shayla. That's what I'm thinking. And really, Shayla and Melissa are sisters. The theory is going to be his, definitely going to be his karma. We was talking about Angelina. Okay, okay. I meant Angelina to say her mom, Angelina. Brody is the lemon pepper stepper. Let me just read back on the comments. But I really think that Hollywood is Shayla's mom. That's what I think. And Brody's her father, and Angelina had to accept her because somehow was able to get Shayla from um, her real mom, which I think is Hollywood. And that's why Hollywood has an addiction to gambling, because maybe gambling was the way she kind of got over losing her child, and it became a problem. I think that whole gambling thing is a little bit more deeply rooted than what we realize. It's not just because they just like to. I think Uncle Doodle got a gambling problem, but I think the mom, just like how people be trying to, they have drinking problems and they cover up their problems through drinking. I think she's covering up losing her child because by just gambling, and somehow it became an addiction and got out of control. But I honestly think that's my hypothesis. I'm thinking it. I don't know. I got to see how the storyline go, because I'm following all the stories, and eventually, like I said, I'm doing so much. Eventually, I'm going to start covering more stories other than just this one, because I'm watching all of them, every last one of them, including Noel, aka Noah, and that darn Dalen and Keisha looking at each other naked, and now Dalen got the hots for Keisha, and Calvin peaked on it. I'm watching it all. That's my that's my follow up story right there. Exactly. I think they're covering up. I think Hollywood's covering up the pain, and that's gonna come out because I think what's gonna end up happening, because remember the dream with the prophecies that said that it was two babies, and that and then Mike had a dream that Sonny had a baby first. Mike, that's why I said I thought Sonny was gonna miscarry, because um hold on. Jocelyn said Melissa baby. She was like, congratulations, Melissa is having a baby. But when Jacoby said, when he said his, he said um Sonny had the baby. So that made me think that she was gonna miscarry. But I think somehow, because now you know they're working it back together, where Mike and Melissa's getting ready to get back together and hook up for business. I think they're gonna actually do the do, and Melissa gonna pop up pregnant. So then, therefore, the prophet and the dream is going to connect together, which that's going to bring up Hollywood again, so they could kind of bring out that story. And I think they're gonna merge Shayla and Mike's story, Shayla with Hollywood, and Melissa, and it's gonna be kind of crazy because the two sisters done had Mike, and now Mike pregnant from. That's where I see this going at. Noelle has given away her V card to what? I've been working, so I ain't get to see any of them tonight. They slept together, so he knows she ain't no man. Oh Lord, see, I haven't watched. Oh my God. Well, we already seen that coming. We were saying they should probably do like a couple swap, because Keisha and Dalen is feeling each other and they got chemistry together. And Noelle and Kevin seemed like they had chemistry together, but she was kind of working his nerve. He slept with her? How did that happen? How did you just sleep with somebody and you a virgin? I'm trying to understand this. Who ain't even first your man? I don't know if she was a virgin or she a virgin liar. I don't know. She's all woman, like the Lisa Stanfield song. Hold on, I'm trying to think of a Lisa Stanfield song. All the woman. You talking about all the woman? I thought that was Whitney Houston. Yes, Shayla and Anthony went away together. He was comforting her. What he was comforting her on? She found out about Keisha? Because I don't get it. I don't get how she was. Oh my God. Calvin? Not Calvin. Y'all, that don't shock me. I thought they would switch before any intimacy was involved. Because you know, at one point they were saying Calvin was gay. Um and I was like, oh no, he ain't gay. And then he ended up hooking up with Brittany and they slept together. I'm thrown now, y'all. Y'all done threw me a curveball on here. I don't know what to say. Kelvin and how you a virgin and you sleep with your boyfriend's friend your first time? This don't even make any sense. So you upset because Brittany kept calling? That's all? From a phone call? So a phone call made you sleep with another man? Oh, that Dalen done dodged a bullet. She a 304 for real. She was a 304 version. I mean, I don't understand how you're a 304 version, but she was a 304 version. How in the heck you gonna let a phone call make you give up your virginity that you held on for 32 years? Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. No, they were saying on the skits he was gay. And I was like, no, no, no. But then they could. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Because I thought this woman was a man. Unless she had the surgery already. But she was so, like, she wasn't, the reason why she didn't want to show her bottoms was because she was insecure about her body. But yet you was around here walking around half naked. I mean, your chest was all out, your stomach was all out, and you darn near your bottom was out. You just didn't show it all the way. But you was insecure. And now you done slept with Dalen's friend? Oh, Dalen, you dodged a serious bullet in Kelvin and Carter. God damn. God darn. Anthony played. Clarence loved himself some Shayla. You hear me? He want Anthony to go down. That's his main mission here in SkitLanta commentary, to inform the people that Anthony does not want to be with Amber. you know they don't kind of went they don't went they done kind of backed off of the storyline with Anthony and Amber and focusing on Shayla and Armand. But y'all, I gotta go watch this skit with Dalen and Noel. Oh my god! I mean Dalen and not Dalen. God darn, that's how messed up my mind is right now. With Kelvin and Noel, she's a real 304. I ain't never heard of a 304 being a virgin. Like I thought the whole 304 thing was because you right here sleeping around with her. But he does not. He does not play about his Shayla, baby. He be on everybody's commentary, not just mine. Everybody laying down the law about Shayla and Anthony. Anthony is buying her house. Anthony is leaving Amber. Anthony is going to be with Shayla. I can rest assured he's going to say this. Oh my goodness, y'all. Rashad. Rashad and that got darn close, so she done finally got the golden tongue. That old woman that taught Rashad how to roll his R's with his tongue done made him into a demon of the tongue. That tongue is gonna shrivel up, decay, or fall off. Cause he around here just giving it to everybody. Well, did Glow give him something other than the tongue? Cause you know Glow a little hot, so she'll. Unlike the Dominique who want to be the dominatrix of you just go down on me, I think Glow would actually sleep with him. Mama Rainwater. That's her name, Mama Rainwater. Not exactly. She created a beast. Shayla and Anthony run away together. Today is Freaky Friday. It's freaky. It been freaky week. You hear me? It's like soft porn up in there. It's like everybody's in heat. Everybody is screwing everybody. They need to go issue out some STD tests around here because all this bumping and grinding and ain't nobody checking out to make sure somebody's okay. Somebody got something somewhere. Not just babies either. Uh um who that is? Sonny around here kissing up on Mike because of some letter he done wrote to the baby, and Dominique done went off. Like, oh my goodness. Why isn't my phone charging? Hold on, y'all. I might have, this live is good. We ain't talking in a minute, but I think I might have to end it because my phone's trying to die out. For some reason it's not charging up, and I'm not really understanding why. What? Amber be bored to watch, and Brittany is right about Anthony. Right, he ain't nothing but Lucifer. Right, it's like I don't know. It's like they all auditioning to be porn stars around here. They all giving it up. Everybody's sleeping. Literally, everybody's sleeping on the show. Now, I don't just mean sleeping. Everybody doing it, kissing up a storm and everything else. Uh, what the Brittany said? Shayla and Anthony run away together. Oh God, yeah. These skits are getting spicy. You know what? I'm gonna do on Fridays and Sundays. I think I'm gonna do like a long live like tonight. Cause what time is it? Well, it's been at least an hour. And I got to drive about 40. It takes about 40 minutes to get to the house. I'm gonna do at least an hour live on Fridays and Sundays. But I think I'm gonna start doing like lives throughout the week, just for just a little bit, just to talk to people, because this is fun. We got so much stuff is happening, and they really need to kind of wrap this whole Anthony Shayla crap up. They need to figure something out because they all working my nerves on that one. Angelina, that puppy made it run for it, right? But they called Poe baby. Amber and Anthony get left views. Amber not going to have a baby. I think they might make her pregnant. I don't think she should get pregnant. Not the way everything is. Not right now. Because that's not going to make it any better. I mean, she already had 2 kids and they didn't do nothing. A baby does not keep a man, and a baby is not going to bring y'all together. It's just not going to happen if they're not there. If he don't want to be there, if he ain't really committed to you, You're just gonna be stuck with a kid by yourself. Yes, I enjoyed it, y'all. So we're gonna definitely meet back up on Sunday. I'm gonna try to do Sunday live around 9 o'clock. Um, yeah, not right now, y'all. Let let her fix this mess up first. Don't bring another baby into this mess because it's some foolishness. I already think y'all. Now here's my thing with Shayla. I honestly thought Shayla was pregnant. You hear me? I thought she was pregnant for Anthony again already. But now she done slept with Amon, so and it's been over a month, I think. So maybe they're gonna make her next baby Amon baby. Oh my lord. Amber needs to cut her losses. Already abandoned her with David. Not just David, their own child. That's what I said. As far as the part about him losing his own child, that will be karma. But as far as him losing Kai, that would not be karma. Uh-uh. That will be karma for Shayla. It will not be karma for that darn Anthony. It will not. It will not. Um and yeah, I just don't see how people trying to make it out to be karma because it's not karma. All he gonna do is walk away from Shayla and well, he already don't walk away from Shayla, but all he gonna do is walk away from Kai like he walked away from David, like he walked away and really wasn't emotional about his wife losing their child. That's not gonna affect that man. Get him in his pockets and get him with Amon. That Amon is going to be his karma. But like I was saying earlier today, something about how he said. Remember when she was talking and she was like, he said, "I'm serious," because Shayla was like, "You just shooting game." He go, "No, I'm serious." The tone of he was serious makes me think something else is going on with him. Like there was a reason why him and Tiana Taylor didn't work, and I don't think it was just cheating. Something else is going on with Brock that I don't think Shayla gonna be able to handle at all. So I think Amon is not only going to be Anthony's karma, it's also gonna be Shayla's karma, especially by her putting her hands on Anthony. She gonna get it back through him because because if you think about it, the only time they really ever brought about DV into the skits was with Nikki and her boyfriend. I think they're getting ready to introduce it again, and you're gonna actually see it how it come about. We caught Nikki DV at the end when she lost her baby, and then we found out, the boyfriend was tatting on her. I think now they're getting ready to show you with Shayla and Amon how it all goes down, how women accept stuff from men, and this is what happened. Like we saw how Shayla was being abusive to Anthony. We're gonna see how it all comes about when it comes to that. He's very. I think he's Dion, he is very possessive. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts, or what's about that. He is definitely possessive, but I think he might have a little aggression, as far as physical aggression. I ain't necessarily have to be where he that black in her eye, but like holding her tightly, hurting her arm and stuff like that because she ain't doing what he wants her to do. I think it's gonna show us something like that with him because something's going. That's why I said, Negro, you crazy? Is he crazy? Yeah. I think Shayla. Yeah. I think Shayla gonna see because she's happy, and I think that's gonna be her karma because of her putting her hands on Anthony because she's too giddy, too happy, and stuff like that. But when he turned, he was like, "I'm serious." It was it was the tone of his "I'm serious." He was real serious, a little too serious at this point. At the end, Anthony and Shayla will be together. Yeah, they might, because Anthony definitely is going to have resentment against Amber when that test come back that baby is his. And Shayla's messing with Amon. This is not going to work out in Amber's favor. It's just it's not. I hate to tell everybody this, but it's not. That kick she gave Anthony and Aura, I had to laugh. It was funny, but it was wrong. It was. Yeah. She gonna have to pay for that. It looked like everybody. And here's the tripping part about this whole thing, y'all. That's why I said that baby gotta be Anthony's own, because his karma's getting ready to come through him through pissing off Angelina. Everybody that done did something on this skit has suffered some type of karma, except for Anthony. Anthony has not gotten any karma yet. And they think Shayla ain't got no karma, but Shayla done cried some tears over Anthony going back to his wife. Shayla done cried some tears about her being a single parent by herself. Shayla done cried some tears about a lot of stuff. But what has Anthony got? Nothing. That's why I honestly think he's about to feel the wrath of God through Angelina. It's gonna be through Angelina. It's gonna hit where they're thinking everything's gonna hit Shayla at one time. Everything is going to hit Anthony at one time. He's gonna end up being pissed off at Amber, which is gonna backfire on him. He's gonna end up being pissed off about Shayla with Armand. He's gonna end up being losing his money for his business. It's like a lot of stuff going to happen. He's gonna lose his relation, and I honestly think they're gonna bring back up that kiss from Dalen, because Dalen keeping a lot of secrets from a lot of people. Now Keisha is on his list of secrets, because he done kissed Amber, he done seen old girl stuff, but now y'all said they done made him sleep with Noelle. So looking at it and actually intertwining with it, I mean, there's no comparison, you know. Right, he don't put Diesel in the mental hospital. This man ain't had absolutely nothing to happen. But when it start happening, baby, we're gonna really see some good acting from Anthony. He gonna have to be strong, baby, because the force is going to be all over him. You hear me? That kiss is coming back up. It is coming back up for Dalen. And that's going to be part of Anthony's karma. That his close buddy, his Ace Boom Coon, done kissed his wife. And in a man's mind who losing a lot of stuff and getting karma, a kiss, they might as well have to drop their clothes off and got it on, because that kiss gonna feel like they did that. And it's gonna hit hard. Because what a woman can accept and get over, a man can't. That kiss is gonna feel like 10 years of bumping and grinding with Dalen and him. Yeah, everybody keeps saying, oh, that kiss ain't coming up. Baby, that kiss is definitely coming back up. You hear me? Right. So y'all stay tuned. I will be back on Sunday, because I'm getting tired, and I gotta get back to the house before I fall asleep. Stay tuned. I will be trying to do like little small, I don't want to call them mini lives, so I know O'Neal be talking about mini lives. I'm not saying no mini lives, but I will be doing lives throughout the week, just popping in, talking, because like I said, I got to get back in contact with my community, because I kind of been split. I hadn't been doing anything. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff that's getting ready to come up. I got some sceneries I'm gonna show y'all and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. We already see how much resentment Anthony harbors about Wayne. He will crack up. Right. Damon, yeah. That's gonna be crazy. Drive safe, Tamara. Traveling Grace says you go home. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm tired, because yesterday I went out almost 2 hours away from where I stay, and I got back extremely late. I recorded that first video with them talking. Who was it? Amber, not Amber, Shayla and Armand last night. That's why it had said, I think they probably weren't gonna sleep together. I wasn't even first to change it. Go ahead and post it, because that's what I said. But I just want to make sure I did this, y'all, and I will be back with y'all on Sunday. I will be seeing y'all throughout, and I will definitely be talking to y'all in the comments. Okay, thank y'all so much for the love and support. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, and as always, be your brothers and your sisters keeper. Keep God first, and toodles.